Ah, here we are. This will be Harley Davidson. Right, let's get in here. Let's have a look. It's, oh, look at that. What do you reckon that is? You reckon that's going to be my bike I'm going to be riding on? Oh. So here we are, I'm just getting my gloves on. This is the monster itself. Let's give it a start. There we go, that's what she sounds like. For all you purist Harley enthusiasts, you're probably not going to like the sound of it. But I'm not too keen on the black exhaust at the minute, that's what I'm looking at. I'm thinking, oh, looks a bit ropey. Anyway, I've got this baby for a hour and a half, so let's go take her for a spin. Cool. I've got it in at the minute. I've got it in road mode. It feels quite funny having it in road mode. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. It's going to take a while to get used to the driving position. Oh. So I'm 6 foot. And this is, you can actually adjust how high you want to go, and I'm on tippy toes to start off with, but when you pull away, well, pull away, or when you come to a junction, the bike, it actually lowers itself a little bit. Oh, I didn't see her, sorry. So like I said, I've got it in road mode, so you don't get, it's a bit odd, the throttle, to be honest. You turn it and then it happens. So road mode, I think he said that gives you about, I think he said 100 brake horsepower, I think, in road mode. I'll just get off the bike quickly because I was surprised to see that it was chain drive. Now when I looked at all the specs before I rode this, I didn't pick up on the fact that it was chain drive. So to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed when I heard that it was chain drive. Now the indicator switch, as you can see there, my thumb is right under there, so that's a bit, it does fall naturally, but it's right under there. Right, let's see if we can get going. Let's get this cyclist past. There we go. He said most people go for the sport mode once they get going. Yeah, it's nice though. You sit up, it is super comfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much filtering though, compared with the Ape, because it's pretty wide. What we do is we get it on some dual carriageways, and then we'll open her up. I've got the screen up as high as it goes at the minute. That's manual, so you can adjust that with your left hand while you're going along. The bike does have cruise control, which is nice. And you got all the different mode settings as well, where he was running me through the TFT display, which was pretty impressive, to be honest. There we go, I'm going over there, aren't I? You can customise it. I was well impressed with that. Yeah, see, I'm that indicator, I did press it, but that felt a bit, it didn't feel like I pressed it on. Don't pick up too bad. Right, let's talk mirrors. As you can see, left hand mirror, right hand mirror, pretty good, not too bad at all, to be honest. Can't complain. So let's have a look now, see if I can work out how he told me to change the modes. So I think it was on here, maybe not. That on there. Oh no, mode, look, it's got a mode button. Look, it even says mode button. There we go. Right, this is sport. Now this gives you the full, I think he said 150 brake horsepower. So we'll soon see when this road opens back up and we get past all these this road works on the A11, and I'll be able to open it up. What else then? While I'm here, let's have a look. So you've got the light switches over here. So you've got your dip, your side light. There's a flashing one as well that you can have. The bike itself is keyless, so I've got that in my right hand pocket at the minute. It does have a key on there, so the key is to operate the steering lock and petrol cap and something around here, I think for the seat, I think it was. Let's get the seat up. You can see there as well, I don't know if you can see, there's a little baby, they've obviously stuck a little baby steering damper on there, which is interesting. Over this side we have the, in the wave, it's the heated grips. So there, and we also have cruise control. Now, that's a good point. Tell you what, let's stick it on cruise. Right, I think. Right, how do I do this? He said that on there, and then obviously you've got their reset and set. So let's see, let's set it to, because we're at a 40. 40, there you go. Look at that. So that's cruise control. Never had cruise control on a bike before. You can rest your hand. Look at that, how cool is that? Take the hands off the bars. Obviously you're not going to take both hands off the bars. You can release your grip on the bars and just chill out even more. The bike itself is really nimble. That's me pushing down on my toes, and then obviously if I push the bars out, it's yeah, pretty good. It's got like the tyres are like semi off-road stroke road tyres, which is interesting to see. But at the minute, yeah, it doesn't feel too strange. Right, how do we cancel? That would be the cancel button. Right, I'm in third gear. Oh, yeah, she opens up quite well. Quite impressed with that. I like that. I've got used to the indicators now, where the indicators are. That's not too bad at all. So yeah, typical gear ratios, like any other bike. There you go, left here, don't I? Is 1 down, 5 up. There we go. Levers themselves are super adjustable. So you can, you know, like you do on any other bike, you can adjust them to suit you, which is nice. So I'll tell you what, let's have a play around with the cruise control again. So what are we doing? Down to is that on? That must be on. Is that on? Zoom. Nope, that ain't it. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can work this one out while I'm riding along. Right, so let's see, where's the light? Where's the switch? Is that on? I don't think that is. That's off. Ah. There we go. Set. Oh dear. So you press that obviously, and then you press the set, which is down. So to go higher speed, we need to push up. Let's give that a go. Let's come out here. There we go. I'll get there in the end. That could probably do with adjusting the cruise control with the switches. That's the only thing, because everything's black as well. So it's like with the start button, I'd like that to be either yellow or red, you know, with the lightning, and especially like that as well with your hazards as well, maybe that red. So that's my first point. So I'd probably pick up on it, is just like, well, yeah, because everything's white and it doesn't really stand out. But obviously when you're new to riding the bike, it's yeah, it takes a little while to get used to. Same with the heated grips as well. I mean, you could probably change that, but I suppose in a car they're black and white, aren't they? So let's have a look what's going on here. Right, so this is the screen. There's a little trigger under there, and you should be able to adjust it on the fly. So that's it all the way down. minute ago I had it all the way up, didn't I? Oh, get it in there. And it locks in. There we go. I think with the screen where I've got it set there, it's just catching. I'm putting my hand up here to see where it's catching. It's just catching the top of my helmet. I can hear it every now and then catching the top of the helmet. But apart from that, can't complain. I'll tell you what I am getting motorway speeds is, there's a little bit of vibration, probably I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, through the handlebars, particularly on the throttle hand, and getting some through the pegs as well. Getting some vibration through there when you're cruising along at motorway speeds. This is interesting to know. It's obviously just letting you know that it is alive, because obviously you can't, very quiet bike, you can't hear the exhaust as much. Still getting though, even now I've got the screen, I feel like I'm still getting, I don't know if it's picking it up on the microphone, but I feel like I'm still getting a lot of buffeting. I don't know if that's me, I don't know if it's picking it up on the mic, but yeah, so I thought it might have been a bit quieter. I thought I wouldn't have been getting quite as much buffeting with this huge screen in front of me here. I thought I'd be a bit more cosseted, but I don't know. Let's take it down some nice sweeping B roads through Deptford Forest. Now on the move, it handles quite well, but I've just gone round the roundabout, and I'll show it down here. Going round the roundabout was a bit daunting, going round the roundabout. Yeah, didn't feel like it wanted to go round, but we'll see if I can catch that on camera in a minute. The other thing I'm finding is, now I'm being a bit of a naughty boy at the minute. I'm not actually wearing, I've not got my leather jeans on, I've got normal jeans on at the minute. What I'm finding is, the way the seat's angled is I'm riding forwards, so you can imagine what's happening is I'm having to keep stepping up every now and then, because I'm sliding forward, and obviously you're catching your tackle a little bit. So if I was wearing, I'm guessing if I was wearing my jeans with my armour in, I would probably have the same issue. But I suppose if you're a person who's big into their touring and you've got textile trousers, maybe you won't have that that issue, because you've got they're grippy, aren't they, on the seat. Or if you're wearing leathers, you probably might not have that issue. But I don't know what it is. But yeah, with jeans on, I'm kind of like sliding forward. That's a little ism that I'm finding with the bike. Here we go, here's a roundabout. Well, I'm going to go over to this cafe over here. So what we'll do is we'll pull over in here and we'll get around this roundabout. It just takes a while to get used to, obviously, such a big beast. It's a different style of riding, I don't know. The front end doesn't feel like it wants to, there you go, oh, it's fighting me. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Right, I'm going to pull up in here. Yes. Boop. There we go. I do like the bit when it comes down low. See, look, I'm trying to cancel my indicators and it's not letting me do it. But I am getting better at the indicators. I've got to say that. I am getting. There's a couple of Harley boys. See what they think. Let's have a quick look round then. So let's look at fixtures and fittings on the bike itself. So quite a lot of plastic. So you got on here, you can see there the chain guard goes the full length of there, mud guard, matte plastic, bit of the chain guard there, but matte plastic. Seems all quite weather sealed. This reminds me of the Ape, the Aprilia, with the fans there. And obviously, like I showed you earlier, chain drive. There's your spokes. I quite like the look of that with the matte black and the spokes there, quite nice. It'll be interesting to see with the how good weather sealed it is, how they hold up, especially in the UK, to UK with the road salt and all of the conditions that we have to put up with. Even with, and I'm just going to show you, right, so even with the the mudguard at the back here, you can see where it's all kicking it up on the back. It's obviously staying off of the shock absorber, but it seems to be, it's still showing up on here, but obviously that's what that's for. Engine's quite nice, I quite like this. This is all like plastic covering on the outside of the engine, and you can see there with the crash plate what looks like there's heat shielding in it, or tin, what looks like tin foil. Got a main stand over that side. These are your pegs. Like I said, you can feel a bit of vibration when you're doing cruising at motorway speeds, but the exhaust itself as well, that's okay to touch that. I can touch that, I'm not burning myself. I wouldn't want to touch over there, but this is, I'm not too sure. The jury's out on that with the black plastic. Not too sure. But rest of the bike though, I think it looks quite handsome looking in a strange way. It's one of those bikes, I'm looking at it from, I'm having a cup of coffee and I'm looking back at it and I'm thinking, yes, it don't look too bad. Brembos. Obviously got the Harley Davidson on there. Yeah, they could have done something with that crash plate, couldn't they? Look at it, stainless steel. It'd be interesting to see how that holds up as well. Oh, here comes another Harley. So looks wise then, they're pretty subjective. I quite like the look of it. It looks like it means business. It's quite military looking type of utilitarian vehicle. The only thing I do worry about is the fit and finish, if it's going to be up to the pounding it would get if it was in the UK or say in Europe. If you're going to use it day in day out commuting, is how that would stand up to. Is it as good? And the benchmark in it at the end of the day is the GS. Can it stand up to that? We shall see. Right, let's get this baby on the move. Look at that TFT, look at it. Got to fill up as well. I started off with half a tank, I've used quarter of a tank. Well, mine have only done about 40 miles I think. Right then, while we're here cruising then, overall then, let's talk about the bike then, as I take her back. Good points, bad points. I think one of the bad points might be, I think, is the fit and finish. It doesn't look robust enough, you know. It's like for off-roading, if you're going to take it, would it be able to withstand it over long term? What would it just destroy itself finish wise? Good points are the screen. It's got quite well. Another bad point ish. It's a good point and a bad point, I should say. I've got to stop waffling. Is I like the fact that it is not an electric screen, because you won't necessarily have issues with it breaking down, blah blah blah. However, it does seem to have quite a lot of flex in it, movement, and adjusting it it's a bit stiff when you're doing it when you're on the move. But the other bad points when it was, as I said, was the switch gear. I mean, you have got time to get used to it. However, the indicator's down there, the horn is also down there, and it's yeah, and it's all just black and white. It's very like the Penguins, in it, monochromatic. Apart from that, it'd be interesting to see with the tank range how much you're going to get fuel wise for touring, because obviously a lot of people, if they are going to be buying this, is for touring. It'd be interesting to see what range. Like I said, I've only done a short distance from half a tank, and I got down to a quarter of a tank. So I did have it on sport mode, and I was doing motorway miles and speeds. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's see how it copes with the B roads down here. So this is on just normal road mode. Let's switch it over to sport mode. There we go. This is sport mode, so that's going to give you a better throttle response and stiffen up the suspension. That seems to be doing the trick. You know, it goes round corners alright. It's just the roundabouts. The roundabouts are a bit of a nightmare. I just couldn't get on with the roundabouts. Maybe that's the style of bike, I don't know. Yeah, she takes off well. When you open that throttle up, she really does take off. So anyway, let's get back to, ooh, coach. That was close, wasn't it? It's because I'm riding a beast. Let's talk brakes. Brakes seem fine. I've had no issues going down here. Gear selection is fine. No different from any other Japanese or any other major manufacturer. To be honest, yeah, brakes. I mean, I'm doing one finger operation. And it's doing the bike. It's stopping it in enough time. Yeah, no problems whatsoever. Also, plenty of power for overtaking. Look at that. Get past him. Loads of power, lots of torque. Kill that indicator. So the big one is, I suppose, is Jim, would you have a Pan America? And to be honest, I've not ridden the GS, so I can't do it back to back. I've sat on a GS, but I've not actually ridden one, so that would probably have to be the next thing, to ride this back to back compared with the GS. But it seems okay. 16,000. I mean, on paper, it's an absolute steal for a top of the range bike. But you know, would you buy it in cash? Would you get it on PCP? But it's like I've said it before. I keep banging on about it. Is resale, and how the bike will stand up to if you're using it all the time, commuting, all weathers, touring in all weathers. You know, would it fall apart? But I don't know. New bikes all seem to be like this black plastic, matte plastic and stuff now, don't they? But yeah, to be honest, I'm happy with the power it's kicking out, the way it handles. Apart from the Roundabout, if anybody else has ridden one of these, is it me or am I doing something wrong? I don't know. It doesn't fill me with confidence when I go around roundabouts. The front end just feels really strange. Apart from that, I like the looks of it. The looks of Marmite. Some people like it, some people hate it. Same with the sound. Marmite, some people love the sound, some people don't love the sound. And but overall, I mean, you sat up, you can. It's ideal for touring, isn't it? You sit up, you can look around, take in all the scenery, and it's yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'd need to go and ride the GS or maybe the new Ducati Multistrada, because apparently they've ironed out the problems that they have with that. But I suppose for a first attempt at an adventure stroke touring bike for the masses, for the price, what you're getting, and all the electronics and how much you can customise it, it ain't bad, is it, I suppose? So anyway, that's my unqualified, unprofessional review of the Harley Davidson Pan America. If you've got any decent comments, throw them down below. If you think I'm talking absolute complete crap, then put that in the comments box below. But yeah, that's my insight into it. I've had it for a couple of hours now, and I've ridden it on dual carriageway, B roads, A roads, and to be honest, the only handling issue it was the roundabouts that I've for me. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to end it there because I'm waffling now. So remember, if you like my channel, give us a thumbs up, or you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you like the channel, try subscribing, that'd be great. And if you are a subscriber, hit the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you will get notified. And that, my friends, is Jim Diesel out. Just gonna have some final thoughts. Gonna tap this on the end of the video. I just handed the bike back obviously to the Harley guy, and I was just talking to him, and he was just telling me like some of the things that are probably going to be coming online, and some of the things that I pointed out other people had already pointed out. And first one was like, well, obviously with the chain drive, apparently they are going to, it looks like there's going to be like an aftermarket Scott oiler coming out to sort that issue out. And the other one was obviously you're going to get aftermarket cans. There is no sat-nav with it, you have to Bluetooth it over with your mobile phone. And obviously, the thing I was talking about was starting price. So obviously, the bottom one, you're looking at £15,500, £16,000, and obviously they come with 2 different wheel versions as well. You can get alloy wheels, or you can get, as I say, cast wheels, and then you get the wheels that I had with the spokes. And then you can obviously change aftermarket, you can change the tyres if you want to have a bit more road biased tyre. But he was hinting at the fact that after this has been in production maybe a year or so, that the price will go up in line with its competition. So the Ducati Multistrada, the BMW GS, KTM, Adventure. So you're looking that you're probably going to see in the future there's going to be a price hike on it, which will bring it in line. At the minute it's so cheap for what you're getting. So I'm just wondering if these first lot of people, and you probably know what I'm going to say next, the first time buyers, you're test pilots, so you're getting it cheap at a price, because obviously they need to iron out all those issues to get past this traffic. So yeah, that's the combat indicator I got there. So anyway, that's my final thoughts. What do you think? Anyway, if you've got anything, stick them in the comments down below. And that, my friends, Jim Diesel, out.